Shui consultant in Southern California. What you're about to view is a 15-minute presentation on a consultation I did on a home built in 1978. The focus was on the interior, remodeling, and updating. The before and after pictures are dramatic, but I don't want that to distract you from the choices and the decisions that we made to really maximize this home's feng shui. So without further delay, let's look at the front of the house. I wanted you to see a view of the front of the house before we looked at the interior so that I could point out two things that need to be corrected right away. And one is this small tree in front of the door. It's in direct alignment. And even though the tree is small, it couldn't be in a worse position. It reduces the front door's visibility. The second are the beams that are along the roof line here protruding. This is the classic feng shui poison arrow, making the front uninviting and pushing energy away. Let's look at the after, and the tree has now been removed, and the roof line is now smooth, and the front is much more inviting. You can see the difference between the two now, and I just wanted that to be done before the interior work began. Let's look at the front door. The front door is in its original design, and this glass panel on the right here weakens the whole front door, and the fact that the door is off-center also poses a problem from a feng shui perspective. So I was hoping to create a stronger statement here by removing the glass and also centering the door, creating more balance. Let's look at the after picture of that front door. And here it is. We were able to put in a 42-inch door, even creating a bigger statement. The mouth of chi is open and balanced, and it's the maximum that we could do with this front door. Also up here, this glass panel that we left, I recommend that they put an etched glass, almost crystalline, that carries a lot of light. This is a southwesterly facing door, and something like that would be a great enhancement. Let's look at the before and after. You can see the contrast there and how much more in line and balanced this front door is. Once you walk in and you're standing in the foyer, you're confronted with these stairs. They are very busy, almost a cage-like effect, and the energy didn't feel settled or calm. It seemed very splayed here, and so chaotic. And then the other thing was this door to a key bedroom was in alignment with the front door, and not only was a privacy issue, but I was hoping to come up with something that would shield and buffer this key bedroom door. So as much as we looked at the different design for balusters and banisters, I think what you'll see is the picture's worth 1,000 words. And here we've almost nested and created a much lower profile staircase, and the front door this bedroom door is not as exposed to the front entrance and the door, and so it's not only privacy, it'll help create a quieter room and bedroom sleeping area for that person. So let's look at the before and after. Big difference. So down here is where we're going to go next, and that's a conversation pit that in some ways was throwing off the balance also of the whole room. And there was that to deal with, as well as this was one of 3 fireplaces, but this was a double-sided fireplace, and so there is too much of the fire element present in this home. So the answer really here, after much discussion, we decided to fill in the pit and create a storage area. And you'll see what we did here. And this was walled, and the access to the storage area was now through the coat closet. Let's take a look at that. So this is the smooth look that we created, eliminated the fire pit. And if you'll see here, this is the front of the fireplace, and it's created a lot smoother look and tightened up the space, a lot more balance and harmony here. The next area was the kitchen, which the basic layout was left the same. We had an opportunity to, during the remodel, to remove the fluorescent lighting, and the cupboard that is above this counter was also a bit of a hazard for anybody who was tall who was standing here at the counter. So let's look at the after picture of that. You can see that the ceiling was raised, fluorescent lighting was removed, and the counter space is now open. So there's the difference there. So in many of the key areas, what we tried to do is focus on where the Feng Shui was weak and strengthen it during the remodeling process. The stove area didn't change much besides the remodel.